an arcing half-pipe shape. We like to cap this trick off with a little flourish we call the tripod. Instead of ending in the flat palm, the ball ends at the peak of the first two fingers and thumb. This requires additional balance and control and shows off the ball. The tripod is just one of the things we use to make the walking half-pipe look bigger. Size is just another part of shape, and most tricks can be performed covering maximal or minimal ground. Try experimenting with the size of your trick as well as their shape. And while you're experimenting, try playing with the speed of the ball. Begin with the ball in the cradle position, held under the opposite breast. Start the motion of the ball by pushing with the back of the hand. The ball travels the full length of the arm to the elbow, where the receiving hand is waiting. The ball rolls off the elbow and into the cradle of the receiving hand. Be sure to bring the receiving hand under the arm so as not to obscure the ball. I find it useful to create a body wave under the ball. The fingers which push the ball are followed by the back of the hand, then the wrist, then the forearm, and finally the elbow. This motion allows me to control the speed of the ball, slowing it at the elbow for a smooth transfer. Two spheres intersect at a point infinitely small on a plane. When I intersect two spheres, I like to imagine that they're little planets spinning, and that I am a little man on one of these little planets, walking towards that point with only a sliver of sky visible ahead, as two horizons converge at the point where two worlds touch.
The elbow stall is performed by balancing the ball in the pit of the elbow.
At first, practice this trick by placing the ball in the pit of the elbow. Then, once you've got that, practice rolling it there. And then, throwing it there. But be careful not to overextend your arm. You might find that a slight bend in your elbow creates a better balance point for you. Experiment and find the best balance on your arm. Then, practice moving with the ball on your elbow. And finally, walking with it to help reinforce the balance. For our next trick, we're going to use this large silver ball. A larger ball makes longer tricks easier. A basketball or soccer ball is a good sized ball to use when learning tricks that involve longer portions of the body. Begin with the ball in the cradle of one hand and the arms held away from the body in something like a circle. Roll the ball along this circle, up the arm, across the chest, down the other arm, and into the cradle of the opposite hand.
The same wave that can help you control the speed of the ball in the arm roll can help you control the ball in the chest roll.
With every trick in contact juggling, the shape of your body is going to affect how you perform the trick. The more body that's covered, the more pronounced this effect will be. For this reason, a trick like the chest roll can be dramatically different from person to person.
The elevator is accomplished by throwing the ball from the palm of one hand up to the cradle position of the other.
I think this trick looks best when there's the illusion that the ball is defying gravity. Diverting attention from your throwing hand, as well as practicing this trick forward and in reverse, will help you to create this illusion.
Find a comfortable spot on your forehead and learn to balance a ball there. Then, when the balance is very good, practice throwing the ball to the balance point from gradually increasing distances, tipping the head back as the ball approaches.
This is a very difficult trick, but don't let that discourage you from getting started early. Learning to catch a ball on your forehead is just as difficult, no matter how good you are with your hands.
One of the most important things for a good forehead balance is forehead wrinkles. A furrowed brow helps balance the ball. Once you've got the ball there, learning to move around with it will help cement the balance.
Always keep your eye on the ball. You might find that a few short throws before throwing the ball to your forehead will reinforce the ball's weight and improve your throwing accuracy.
Isolation describes a class of tricks wherein the ball spins but does not change location.
These tricks are all visual illusions. The ball appears to float in one place, while the body moves around or under the stationary ball.
Isolations only function with a ball with a solid colored surface or an invisible surface, like this 100mm or 4-inch acrylic. Acrylic balls are particularly well suited for isolation, and the extreme weight and size of this one, we feel, helps focus on an isolation. Unfortunately, a ball like this can be hard on your body, and is genuinely dangerous both to you and your possessions.
I like to focus on a point on the ground beyond the ball, maybe a coin or another ball, and to hold the ball still over that point.
I like to concentrate on isolating more by feel than by sight. When you're isolating a ball, it feels isolated, and you can use this phenomenon to isolate balls you cannot see.
The walking isolation is accomplished by passing the ball from palm to palm, off the tips of the fingers, and onto the heel of the receiving hand in front. The ball spins forward while the hands are pulled towards you.
I find that this trick is easiest when the path I create for the ball on my hands is as straight as possible. If the hands move from side to side, the ball has an opportunity to do so as well.
I prefer to think of this trick as the ball rolling away from me and me pulling it back. The net result is that the ball does not move.
First, while holding the hand still, roll the ball in a circle around the palm of the hand. When you have a smooth, comfortable circle, move the hand in that circle, and the ball will hold still.
Though palm circles may appear simple, this is a very difficult trick. But don't give up, it's worth the wait. At first, it may help you to bend your hand into a bowl shape. And over time, as you get better, slowly straighten out your fingers and flatten out your hand.
When trading hands with this trick, the ball describes a figure 8 on the hand, transferring from the tips of the fingers to the side of the palm.
Edson's Enigma is performed by rolling the ball smoothly and evenly along the ridge between your thumb and first finger on both hands. Start this trick by holding the ball with both hands in front of you, just above stomach level. Suspend the ball between your two hands by pushing towards its center with the thumb, first, and second fingers of each hand, which are pinched together. While spreading your thumbs away from the other two fingers, push on the ball with the thumb of one hand and the first two fingers of the opposite hand. Roll the ball along the track created by the first and second fingers, around the crevice of the thumb and first finger. Now you are in position to roll the ball under your other thumb and around the track of the opposite hand. You should be in contact with the ball at two places at all times. Finish by pinching your thumb and fingers together again.
When I perform this trick, I focus on keeping all 6 fingers as close to the ball as I can.
Begin with the ball on the top of the thumb and forefinger of a well-formed fist. Bring the empty hand, palm up, in contact with the ball on the side of the pinky. Roll the ball from the fist to the pinky and ring finger of the receiving hand. Then to the ring and middle finger. Then to the middle and index finger. Finally, closing the hand into a fist under the ball by sneaking the thumb underneath.